All right, folks, here we go again with another beautiful, gorgeous 2012 Dodge Charger police pursuit vehicle, 5.7 Hemi, rear wheel drive with 112,000 miles and only 234 idle hours from the city of Visalia, California. That is correct. This is a California vehicle, so she has no rust on her whatsoever. Vehicle has been fully serviced, detailed, and she is turnkey ready to go anywhere across the states. Folks, this was an unmarked unit for the city of Visalia. No markings whatsoever. The paint looks great, very sharp, very shiny, but does have scratches, and it does have some door dings. The scratches are very minimal, but we do have some on there, folks. I will try to point this out as I make my way around the vehicle. Vehicle does have a fresh new window tint. That is going to be 20% all around. Not too dark, not too light, and the vehicle has been blacked out, so she does grab attention coming down the road. You don't know what you're looking at when this vehicle is behind you. Vehicle does have two antenna holes, one on the roof and one in the trunk lid. Those are the antennas that the vehicle actually came with when I first got her in. Let me step up over here, folks. Vehicle does have scratches right here in the rear bumper. Once again, this is what came with the vehicle. On the trunk lid, I do have some door dings. There are some door dings on the trunk lid. Very minimal sun damage. You got the little white hairline cracks on here. Let me see if I can clean it up a little bit. For the most part, my detail crew did an amazing job bringing this vehicle back to black, as she should have been. Once again, folks, everything does work. Very, very nice looking vehicle. Very, very mean looking. Let's continue. Folks, let me tell you that the vehicle does have a new set of takeoffs. Those are going to be the 225/60 18s. The tires that came with the vehicle when she first came in, they were dry rot. So I went ahead and replaced them. My guy happened to have a couple sets of the 225/60 18s. So I went ahead and grabbed a very, very good set, DOT of 2022. The tires were properly mounted and balanced, so the vehicle does not vibrate or shake when you're doing 90 miles an hour. The vehicle doesn't have no spotlights. I don't think no spotlights were ever installed on this unit. Folks, let me step back over here. I do have two little tiny holes on the mirror covers, possibly from the ion lights that were here. Once again, this was an undercover unmarked unit, so it didn't have all the light bar and all these cages inside the car. But little tiny hole here in the mirror covers. There's one on the driver's side as well. Okay? What you see is what you're gonna get. Not a penny less, not a penny more. I do have a nice set of clear lights and lenses in the front. Everything does work. Once again, folks, the vehicle has been blacked out, so it doesn't have any markings whatsoever. No Mopar markings, no nothing. I do have a little tiny scuff mark here on the front bumper, driver's side. All right, there you go, folks. And this is the other hole I was telling you about right there. There it is, folks. Let's go inside of the vehicle and show you what we got to work with. As you guys can see, I do have a nice interior, matching rear seat. All seat belts and buckles are in place. Perfect vinyl flooring. Folks, the rear door kits were reinstalled on this vehicle. It did not come with the rear door kit, so I went ahead and had those reinstalled. Factory item only. And so if you do have passengers, they'll be able to exit out on their own from the inside. We got that taken care of. Vehicle does have 4 nice door panels. Once again, 4 nice door panels. Once again, this was not a patrol unit. It was an undercover vehicle, unmarked unit. Driver's side seat is a nice comfortable driver's side seat is a nice comfortable shape. I do have an accent. I meant to say shape, not the other word. If that came out wrong, I do apologize. Vehicle does have a new use OEM center console. All right, I went ahead and bought that online for $300 and reinstalled it in the vehicle, and she looks a lot nicer with the console. Passenger side seat is in nice and comfortable shape. Steering wheel on the vehicle, let me clean this up here for you. Steering wheel does have a nice texture to it, not beat, not worn down. Honk does work. Cruise control does work. Let's get inside of the car. All right, folks, vehicle does have one key. That is what the car came with, one key. I replaced the housing on the key, so it does look new with a new key, new battery. Okay, so the housing is new with a new battery, so give it a new look. Okay, let's go ahead and fire her up. Pressure lights are up, folks. Stereo does work. All 4 speakers do work. Air conditioner is nice and cold. YouTube, I do not own the rights to the song. Let me clean this up here for you guys. Oops, sorry man, sorry. Okay, the vehicle does have 112,000 miles with only 234 idle hours. Okay, that's all we have in this unit. No spotlight ever installed in this car. What you see is what you're gonna get. Sorry, it's going black on me here real quick. Everything does work. Red LED, white LED. Okay, here we go, folks. Cigarette lighter does work. Okay, I make sure that does work, as I need my phone to be charging sometimes when I'm out on the field. Moving on to the trunk, folks, if I do forget something, it will be mentioned in my eBay ad. Once again, there's a lot of ground I have to cover, and sometimes I will forget a detail or two. Vehicle does have a spare tire. I do have a hold down pan and the floor jack for this unit, which will be installed in the vehicle by the time the vehicle sells. Vehicle does have a new battery. Those cables that you see there, those are going to be for the tumblers, the rumblers. The vehicle does have the rumblers behind the front bumper. They do work. That's how you can test them out with those wires right there. I'm leaving those alone for the next customer. Maybe you have different plans, different ideas. Once again, the rumbler speakers are behind the front bumper with siren as well, just a siren speaker. Before I forget, folks, I got to show you here. The clock is ticking. I gotta go. Vehicle does have this little device. This device here is going to be the shifter lock. A lot of people think, regular John Doe would think this is for diagnostic. It is not. It's there to trick you. This is a shifter lock. You push it in, the shifter lock, the car is not going anywhere. Even though the vehicle's on idle, the vehicle is not going anywhere. This is a safety feature device, so that people that are not familiar with these vehicles, they get in, they will not be able to take it, not unless you enable that feature. Okay, there you go, folks. Before I forget, I gotta tell you that the vehicle does have brand new front and rear brakes, Posse Quiet front and rear brakes. The brakes that came with the vehicle, they were good, but they were too noisy. The moment that pad got heated up, it started to scream, and I don't like brake noise, so I went ahead and replaced the front and rear brakes with Posse Quiet brakes. All right, here we go. This is the engine. Once again, folks, I gotta step it up. I'm sorry, I'm running out of time. Vehicle does have a new air filter. Vehicle does have 16 OEM Iridium Mopar spark plugs, OEM spark plugs. Full synthetic 520 auto service was performed. The vehicle, we also did the transmission service, and we did use ATF plus 4 fluid and filter. Please do not use anything else on these vehicles. Try to stick with OEM parts. Cabin filter was replaced. I do have the cover for it. I left it at the shop. Don't worry, guys. You will have a cover by the time the vehicle leaves. Also, the vehicle does have a new water pump from the department. Myself, I installed the gates, dry belt, tensioner, and pulley. When the vehicle first came in, all those three components, they were dry rot. They were making noise. They all worked together, so they all got replaced. Once again, gates, products, belt, tensioner, and pulley. I also replaced the thermostat. I went ahead with I put a 190-degree thermostat rather than the 203 that the factory calls out for. It helps the vehicle run a little bit cooler. It doesn't hurt the engine in any kind of shape or form, okay? New brakes, new front and rear brakes. Also, the vehicle does have new struts from that department. The vehicle does have new upper control arms at my expense. All right. What else? Am I forgetting anything else? I hope I'm not forgetting anything else, folks. If I do leave something out, I will mention it on my eBay ad. That vehicle is very well taken care of. I did invest a decent amount of money into the vehicle to bring her up to speed and make sure she's perfect. The engine doesn't have any noises, no ticking, no nothing. Okay, she is very strong, very fast. Throttle body was also cleaned out. I am sorry. I am trying to remember things as I go along here. It was so much done to this car, I couldn't just let it be. Also, the vehicle does have new lift supports for the hood. 2 new lift supports for the hood. Here she goes. One last final look as the clock is ticking. Folks, if you see something you like, please do not hesitate to give me a call. I got some scratches on the rear trunk here, possibly where the police signs were, decals were for sure. All right, folks, I gotta go. This is the Crown Victoria guy signing out, also known as SoCal Police Cruisers. You guys have a blessed weekend out there. Please take care. See you guys around. Remember, give me a call if you see something you like. Bye-bye.